Hey everybody, in today's video I wanted to show y'all some clips from where we went camping this past week, and then we're going to be straightening up the house, just getting everything back in order from where we came back from camping. And then last, I want y'all to stay tuned because I'm going to show y'all our garden again, and it has grown even more since the last time that I showed y'all last week. And we got to make our first little harvest. Last year, my sister-in-law suggested that we go camping as a family. So my parents came, we all came, my brother and his wife and kids came, and then my sister-in-law's parents also came, and we had a blast. This campsite is actually only 20 minutes from our house. It's on a really big lake, Lake Kiowee, and it was super cheap, and it had wonderful amenities. It has 2 different boat docks. It has a few different little beaches. It's got a bathhouse that was very clean the entire time. I was very impressed. It had a playground, and it also had a big area so you could play basketball or something like that. And we actually used it because it was a big covered area, a pavilion. We used it the first evening because it did rain on us the first evening, and then the next morning it did too. But thankfully after that, the weather was perfect. My sister-in-law, her dad brought a big boat, and so we all got to ride the boat, and we brought our kayaks, and we went fishing, and we relaxed, and it was the best time ever. We went for a few days, and that was the perfect amount of time, and we were worn out but super happy. What I wasn't happy about though is the state of the house after we got back. So we went on a Wednesday and we came back on a Saturday morning, and we had a birthday party that afternoon, but I did unpack a lot of things on Saturday. I had started getting a cold while we were camping, so I was a little tired on Saturday, and I didn't unpack everything. So this is on Monday, and Jason was helping me out with a few dishes because I was a little behind on the entire house. I just had stuff that I still needed to unpack from the trip, and also I just like to have a good head start on Mondays on cleaning the house, taking out the trash, and just straightening up everything. That way I just have the beginning of the week, the house looking good. And when I'm overwhelmed with how the house is looking, the kitchen is the first place that I clean up. One, because I'm in the kitchen all the time baking for my cake business, and now that we're trying to do more whole foods, I bake a lot more bread and different things like that. So I'm in the kitchen constantly, so if it's clean, I just automatically feel better. And then I usually go to making the beds in the rooms, and that automatically helps the bedrooms too. So to me, it's the kitchen and making the beds, but I had a lot more than that to do this day, so I just stayed busy all day and got a lot done. Y'all can probably tell by my voice that I do still have my cold. I really don't feel bad, and I sound worse than what I feel, but my voice will sound like this for forever for some reason. So I'm sorry that y'all are gonna have to deal with that while you're listening to my video. I had been stressed that morning when I first got up, but just looking at the kitchen looking all nice and clean and neat, that automatically calmed me down and helped me get through the rest of the day with all the cleaning that I had. This is one of the boxes that just got thrown down, and I said I'm gonna unpack this on Monday and didn't worry about it Saturday. So I had this box. It didn't have anything in it, and we were all supposed to bring certain food for meals, and if you needed a frying pan or a pot or measuring cups for whatever meal you were bringing, you were just gonna bring that yourself. So that's how we kind of worked that out. And so I'm just unpacking it. I wanted to kind of wash everything off first before I put it back in the cabinet, just in case it didn't get cleaned as good as I wanted it to while we were camping. We had planned the meals like a couple of months ahead of time, so we actually had some really good meals every single day, and they were 3 square meals a day too. And that was one of the best things about camping, honestly. Here I was vacuuming up. Liam had eaten crackers and cheese while we were working on school, and he had gotten crumbs all over that table. So I just used my little Black & Decker and grabbed those crumbs up really fast. This is the drawers that I used for camping, and I had gotten 2 of these for $10 on Facebook Marketplace, and then I just wiped them out, even though they're a little dirty again right now just from where we went camping. But I have Evie's drawer labeled, Liam's drawer labeled, and then this is actually a bunch of medicine and sunscreen. Pardon my voice, I do have a cold, and I got it while we were camping, but we still had a lot of fun. Liam and Evie and Jason got a cold too, but we still had a lot of fun. Here, come here, baby. She's gonna help me with the medicine. So yeah, I always overpack with medicine. It looks like a lot, but some of these are probiotics. There's just some cough drops because Liam was starting to get a cold the day before we left for camping. So I just wanted to have as much stuff as possible for if we did all get a cold. So I had some Zicam, a bunch of nasal sprays, some cough medicine for kids, Jason's inhaler, which he's only ever had to use once, but you just never know. Probiotics, heartburn medicine, because we were eating like baked beans and I don't know, just different things that I was worried that might give us heartburn. Here is a little nasal, I can't remember what these are called, but I call it a booger sucker. So it works really good. Thankfully I never had to use it. Some sinus saline. Okay, Evie. Go away, baby. And then some swim diapers. And she thinks these are regular suckers, but they're the lollies, so they're good for if you have a sore throat. Let's go get you a different kind of sucker, baby. Okay, let's go get you a different kind. Okay. I am having to restock stuff too. Everything was nice pretty nice before we went camping. I tried to make sure we left with the house cleaned and cleaned up, but I got a lot unpacked on Saturday when we got back, but we also had a birthday party and I had a couple errands I had to run, so I didn't get everything packed or unpacked. Extra swim diapers go in the closet. We're just going to do a quick cleanup. I figured I could use these drawers for camping, but I also figured that after we get done camping, I can use them for organizing closets or whatever. And we are, you know, trying to build. We just got back all of the quotes that we were waiting on, and it looks like we are going to get to build hopefully this year, or, you know, start this year. So now we're in the process of actually looking for a place to rent while we build, because we will have to sell this house, which makes me sad because I do love this house. I just want to be on other land. And so we are going to be looking for places to rent. We had a couple of different places that we thought were going to work out, but they both fell through. One place we thought we were going to get already had somebody interested in it, and we didn't realize that at first. And then the other place was, we were actually going to rent a camper from my cousin. We thought, well, we were going to ask, but he already had some trips planned, which I understand, so that fell through. So yeah, we're looking now, and I will try to keep y'all updated. We're really excited though, because we thought we wouldn't get to build for another 3 or 4 years, but all of the quotes came back good. And so, yeah, we're actually in the process of starting the build. Jason is finishing up a few things this week, and we're gonna get our land cleared as soon as the man is available to clear it, and we're really excited. It's crazy. We're thinking it'll probably take around a year. So wherever we live, we need to be able to live there for at least a year. Hopefully it won't take that long, but we're thinking it probably will.
Milk.
She thinks she needs milk. Do you need milk?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I can't get anything done. She needed a snack, and now she needs milk. Keep watching, because in a few minutes we are going to go to the garden, and I'm going to show y'all what we got to harvest and what we got to eat that evening, and it was amazing. My phone is about to go dead, so I'm not going to get any footage of me cleaning Liam's room, but there's some stuff that needs to go in the closet. I'm going to leave it like this. This is his pillow or his blanket fort. I don't mind that, but I just need all of this to be cleaned up. And down there, I actually had put their clothes in gallon bags and labeled them for what day they were going to wear what. And I had a couple outfits per day, whether it be cool or warm or whether they'd get wet. And thankfully all those he didn't have to wear. So I'm just going to put them back in the drawer or hang them in the closet because they don't smell like smoke, because I did put them in the bags. So that was an accident. Here is the other storage that I had, and that had mine and Jason's clothes in it and my hairdryer and different things, because there was a place that you could dry your hair if you got in the lake and if you got a shower or something. So I had carried my flat iron, my hairdryer, and all of that. It was more of a glamping than we normally do. Normally me and Jason, when we go camping, we go off to one where you have to kayak to or hike to, and it is a lot of fun, but it doesn't have any kind of water hookup, and it doesn't have a bathhouse, and it also doesn't have any electricity. So it's a lot more primitive. It is a lot of fun too, but with kids, it is really nice to have a bathhouse close by and to have running water and electricity. So if you need to plug up anything, then you've got it right there. So that was really nice and a lot easier to do when you have little kids. Our dresser had gotten all messy too, just from that earlier that week. We had a May the 4th celebration on May the 4th, and that was on Monday. And on Tuesday, Liam had a t-ball game, and then Wednesday through Saturday is when we went camping. So that entire week was really busy. So I had not straightened up everything before we left. I do like to try to leave the house clean before I go on vacation, but there was a few things left from the May the 4th celebration. And that balloon, the thing that blows up balloons, that was well worth buying. And I should have bought that years ago. I got it at Hobby Lobby, and I think it was only $14.99. This is our first harvest. So we are gonna get the outer leaves because I was looking at the best way to harvest it to where you will get more to harvest sooner, I guess is how you'd say that. And it says to harvest the outer leaves, and that way you leave the little leaves to grow big. So we're gonna have salad tonight, and we have some iceberg in the fridge, but we wanted to harvest some of our romaine. Are you excited?
Yes.
Don't mess up.
I'm gonna get more than that, but
It's so pretty. Okay, go ahead. Show everybody how to do it.
the blind leading the blind. I'm just sort of like trying to go as close to the base as possible and just using my finger to break off these outer pieces so that the stem isn't pulled off the ground. And I'm trying to go for the plants that look a little more
Mature.
because we've got several in this bucket. But the way they've been growing, I feel like we'll be able to do this several times just out of this one bucket.
Yeah.
And we do eat a decent amount of salad. Look at this. Look at that.
That's
It's pretty
crazy.
big.
I missed that on video though. I think that's maybe
that's
just
enough.
one more.
Let's see.
Now I can't wait to go in and try it.
Let's go wash it up, chop it.
We messily just covered more of our potatoes. We ran out of mulch. I mean, not mulch, garden soil.
It's all washed off. Time to taste the fruit of your labor, the vegetable of your labor.
Okay. That's so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Tastes like remain. It was super exciting to get our first harvest, and if y'all want to follow along, you'll get to see what else we get to harvest soon. And I hope that y'all have been enjoying this video, and if you did, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next week.